Hello, and good morning. I'm Sandra Pollock from Open Mind Coaching, and thanks for joining me. I'm here again for the start of the week. If your week starts on a Monday, I do appreciate that some people's weeks start on a Sunday. But every Monday, I join you here to share a tip for the week, something that's been on my mind or that I've been working on either with myself or somebody else. But I share a tip which I hope will help you through the week to get the better of your life, get the best of what you're doing and what you're thinking about, and certainly the best of what will enable you to achieve your dreams and your aspirations, whether it's career related or business related or whatever it is that you're working on in your life. Okay, so the tip for this week is really around taking action, and that is really to take action. Many of us, we come up with ideas, we get inspiration about things that we would like to do. It could be in connection with business. It could be, maybe change your career, stop working for someone else and start your own business. It could be maybe to apply for another job. It could be to change careers completely from something you're doing now to something you've always wanted to do. It could be to join a group, anything at all. It could be to do something, try something that you have never done, but somebody else does it and you think that looks good. I might want to do that. So we think about these things all the time. The thoughts come into our mind, but for some reason, nothing happens other than us just thinking about it. And, that is the thing about life. Unless we take action, then we will never achieve the dreams that we want to. Those ideas, those thoughts that you have in your mind must be put together with action. Your physical part must join with your mental part if we are to make something happen. So what is it that you've been thinking about? You have been saying, I'd like to do that, I'd love to do that, but you haven't done it. Maybe you've given yourself some excuses as to why you haven't done it yet. Maybe I don't know how to. Who do I talk to? But those are questions, and every question has an answer. So if you're talking yourself out of it, and I know if you're like me, I can talk myself into and out of anything quite easily. So if you're talking yourself out of it, change what you tell yourself. The fact that you've got that idea means that it's something that you can do if you try doing it. So that's what I want to encourage you to do this week. Reflect on those things that you've been thinking about, that change that you'd like to make, that new experience you'd like to have. Change from just thinking about it to actually doing something about it. Years ago, when I was working for another organization and I was unhappy with the job at the time, I sat down and I thought, what is it about this job that I'm doing now that I really enjoyed? So I wrote those things that I love doing on one side of a sheet and those things that I really didn't like doing on the other side. And I then identified the types of jobs that I could do in relation to those things that I enjoyed doing. And that's where I came up with the training as the main thing that I wanted to do. But at the time, I had no qualifications. I had very little know-how. I had on-the-job know-how because I managed a huge number of staff and I would train them up in doing their jobs. And I liked that so much better than some of the other things that I did. So I went off and I did some training. I still did my job, but I did some training whilst I was working till I got to the point where I had the qualifications and the confidence to actually do what I wanted to do. But the point was that I joined action with my thoughts. So if you want to progress in life, that's what you need to do. You need to join your action, your physical self, with your mental self, with your mind. Put those two together, and you know what? You are unstoppable. And that's how I got into working for myself. It did take some years, but I knew I was on the journey. And that's something I talk to many of my clients. They have dreams, they have aspirations, but they sit down and they spend so much time filling themselves with fear I can't do this. What will happen? What if it doesn't work? Do you know what? You'll never be able to find the answer to those questions by staying where you are right now. So the tip for this week is reflect on your life. What is it in your job, in your business, in your career, in your home, in your social life that you have been thinking about doing, but haven't taken it any further than just a thought? So I want to encourage you to find out what it is that you need to do. What actions do you need to do now to start yourself on that journey, which will bring you inner peace, satisfaction, and joy, because you'll be doing what you really want to do. So today I'm actually using, instead of using my phone, I'm using my camera. So let me see who I have on the line with me. I have Chris. Thank you very much for joining me. Great to have you on board. And yes, the sun is shining, and you're absolutely right. The sun's shining here, and make the most of it. So really, that's it for this morning and for this week. Take action. Nothing happens in your life without some sort of action. So reflect on what is it you really want to do, and get some help if you don't know how to do that. But even getting some help is action. It moves you from where you are in just thinking to actually doing. And the more you do, the better you will get at whatever it is that you're working on. So I'm going to wish you a wonderful week. Thank you for joining me. And if this has been useful, please pass it on to somebody else who may encourage them to take the steps that they need to take to create the life that they really are dreaming of and just thinking of at this point. I think Chris has said something else. Yeah, take the plunge and make sure that you get the necessary skills. You're absolutely right, Chris. So have a wonderful week, and realize that, you know, the world is your oyster, waiting for you to take action, to bring your gifts, your abilities to the world. And in doing that, my phone's ringing, and in doing that, you will actually find out that you are absolutely amazing and can do so much more. Have a wonderful week. I'm sending you love, light, and every good thing. Have a great week, and I will see you on Friday when I reflect on Stop and Be Grateful. And I hope that you've joined the challenge, the 30-day challenge, the Stop and Be Grateful 30-day gratitude challenge. And for those of you who have, great, thank you. And for those of you who want to join me for the webinar, which I'm doing tomorrow evening, do let me know. And all you need to do is to put in this in the messages, the comments, yes, I'd like to join the webinar, and I will send you a link to join the webinar with me tomorrow evening. So have a wonderful week, and do take action. Take care. Sandra Pollock, Open Mind Coaching, saying ta-ta for now. Bye-bye.